First world, come in and take a seat. Pay us no attention, it's all conspiracy. We have satire and parody, some funny, some perverse. If none of it's offensive to you, you'd be the first.
Fairview's coffee has mysteriously gone missing. Mayhem ensues when strange, coffee-craving zombies plague the city. Detective Mickey Potatoes, an overworked public servant, uncovers why ordinary citizens are losing their minds and how to stop the coffee apocalypse. But it involves the mafia. And when you're dealing with mafia crime families, nothing is ever easy. The mafia controls everything in the city, including the police, including him. If he breaks the mafia, they will break him. So, the city is without coffee. The city is burning before his very eyes, but he's powerless. Detective Potatoes has the power to stop the coffee apocalypse, but if he does, he could lose everything.
And now for something completely different.
And here we go.
Honeycomb's big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not small. No, no, no.
Kiss my entire ass.
Oh, my darling, not 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
I'm gonna get a cappuccino soon. I'm gonna strangle somebody.
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chocks out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Oh, what heights will hit? On with the show, this is it.
The doctor is in, babies. You are watching the only podcast on the internet guaranteed not to rust, bust, collect dust, kink, stink, turn pink, or rattle at the seams of rainy season for 90 days or your money gladly refunded. I almost didn't get that out this time. Holy cow. Listen, if we ain't got it, we'll get it. When we get it, we'll funk it, ram it, jam it, damn it, pack it up and take it out to your car. And I can do none of this without my right hand.
Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Gordon Shumway, nice to meet you. Interested in a new Buick?
Nonsense. I've not yet begun to defile myself.
I'll make you famous.
I'll make you famous.
Yeah, man. What's going on, Tanner?
Nothing much.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm always so used to saying I'm always so used to saying good morning when we start our show. You know, it still feels like morning because we're having coffee.
It does.
We're chilling. We're chilling. It occurs to me also, Tanner, that I fell behind on my chores before I started the show, and we're still going to be live when Tacey gets home.
Oh.
So here's some notes for you kids. If you're out there and you're young in life, and by that I mean under 40, dishes are never done. They just are. Much like laundry. Laundry is never done. It's a process.
It is.
It's a never-ending process. But by the way, here's an easy hack for you. Guys, You wash your clothes, you put them in the dryer, you leave them in there. When you're ready, you just turn it on, de-wrinkle everything, grab what you want to wear, put it on, go on about your business. The next day, you take off the dirty, it goes right in the washing machine, and you pull something else out of the dryer. See how that works? You cut out the middleman. The trash can is always full. Always. You just took it out, doesn't matter. The very next time you open that lid to put something in that trash can, it's full. It needs dumping again. This is just the way it is, boys and girls.
It is.
I'm not going to be in trouble, Dawn. Tacey won't beat me long. Her arms get tired. So we've got a special third chair co-host today that I want to bring out.
Hell yeah.
What do you think? Let's do it. Let's bring
Make it happen.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
You gonna do something or just stand there and bleed?
I have 2 guns, 1 for each of you.
You're an idiot.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
What's up, Laurie? Welcome.
Love that intro.
Good to have you. It's just for you. Just for you. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Listen, we knew how to make music in the 70s and the 80s. I'm just saying.
That's true.
We knew how to make the music. Laurie, what do you got going on in your world today?
Oh my God. Today is the day. Our campaign ends today at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, it's been push all the way to here. And then at 7 p.m., I get to take a nap.
Yes. Because she hasn't slept since the campaign launched.
Nope, there's no sleeping.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah, this is for Path of the Pale Rider, of course, which we'll play that trailer here in just a little bit. But I totally get it now because my campaign is live, and I don't think I've slept through the night once since it went live. It's just not happening. So, Laurie, are you going to do a closeout stream today?
Yeah, I'm going to be on Paul Gomez's show tonight. The Realities of Publishing starts at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he's going to extend the show for an additional hour so we can kind of like count down the clock. It'll end right when the show ends because Still Toking starts at 7. So it's like, okay, everybody, thanks, bye.
Yeah, yes. Thank you, bye.
Get out the studio. Get out.
Right on. And for those of you who don't know, Laurie is the creator and writer of Path of the Pale Rider, which is not just a comic book / graphic novel. It's an ongoing series, and it is a multimedia experience.
Yes.
We'll look at some of that here in a little while.
Cool.
But if you haven't checked it out yet, please do so. Laurie, feel free to drop your link as you know.
I will do that. I don't have a wrench on this one. Maybe I do.
You have a wrench?
Do.
If you don't, you talking about on my channel? If you don't,
private.
No, that doesn't work. That
not in your show.
Yeah. If you drop it in private chat, I'll drop. I'll
put it. Let me make sure my volume is down so we don't get the insane.
A Facebook user says, "What's up, Laurie? Just dropping by on my lunch break. We don't know who you are, Facebook user, but we're glad to have you dropping by on your lunch break." The thing about my show is aside from having moved the time twice, it's pretty consistent.
For the most part,
but in spite of that, it always takes my audience a while to trickle in. I feel like I'm that teacher that didn't really care about the tardy bell. Just come on in, let's get to work. Things will happen when they happen.
Yeah. That's kind of how it goes. They're dropping big.
Yeah. All right, cool. So,
hey.
it's Ken. Ken is dropping by. Um, Tanner,
Yes.
what is going on in the world of Apothic Press?
Oh, nothing much. Just a little second chance campaign for Electric, Agent of Helix.
Right on, right on. And we'll be playing that trailer here shortly. Also, typically we like to have fun on this show. Okay, we don't get too heavy handed about anything because if you can't laugh at life, you may as well just go find a tall cliff right now and sit down on the edge of it and think about things.
Oh, I know, right?
Not jump off of it. We would never.
I was like, wow, John. Let's
Just
pull
sit
that
down.
back just a step. And Tanner's like, good night.
Sit down. Yeah, Tanner, just peace out.
Bye.
Just sit down and think about things for a while. Tanner, oh my God. How dare you? I'm offended.
Sorry, I got a sick child home today.
Oh, listen, parenthood, baby. There's nothing like it. You go from being the kid whose mom comes in and cleans up after you're sick in the bathroom and gives you the cold washcloth on your forehead, brings you the chicken soup and the crackers, and the next thing you know, you're having to do that for somebody, and you discover right then and there whether or not you've got the stomach to deal with it. My son's mother did not.
No.
He would get sick and she would sympathy. I'm like, just leave. I got it. I'll take care of it. I don't need two of y'all. Yeah.
Like, oh God, vomit everywhere.
Have you guys seen?
Isn't there a Family Guy cartoon?
Oh my God!
Episode where they just puke everywhere.
Yeah, yes. I remember that one.
like a cool minute of just puking, and you're like,
it's horrible.
Turn it off.
It's horrible. It's horrible. But if you have kids, you better look. Just say it. Anybody.
Bassmaster, what's up?
What's up, Dad? Good to see you, my brother, as always. So, wow, that thought went right out of my head.
Bye. Goodbye, thoughts.
Dad says that's a beautiful, beautiful piano, Laurie.
Thank you. You like that?
Yeah, reach back there. Reach back there and play it, Laurie.
Ready?
That is so freaking freaky. That is so.
If I don't move, it looks really good, right?
Like I said, the first time I saw it, I thought it was legit.
Yeah,
I really did. I forget you were streaming, and I'm in the audience watching. I'm like, oh, she got out of that little room, and now she's out in her living room. That's a nice living room. And I didn't catch on, not even during that show. It was like another show later before I saw her vanish into it.
I was like, as soon as I start moving, it's pretty evident, like, because the arms disappear.
Yes. She's a fake. She's a faker. She's a faker.
You're a big fat phony.
A big fat phony.
Big fat phony.
This girl knows way too much pop culture.
I was like, yes, actually he is. He's just as real as the piano.
Laurie, you know too much pop culture. I'm just saying.
Sorry, it's where I live.
Nothing wrong with that.
What makes my comic so good? Because you'll see all that come out. You're like, I thought this was a Western horror. I'm like, yeah, that's a Lethal Weapon reference and Star Wars reference.
Yes.
And
yes.
BJ and the Bear. Like, there's all sorts of good stuff in there.
You ever wondered why they call it comic books when they're not funny?
Yeah,
I think they used to be.
Did they?
I mean, think about EC Comics.
Oh yeah.
The horror and the detective stories and the mysteries and the tales of suspense. That shit was not funny.
That was fucking hilarious.
Oh my Lord, have mercy.
I'm going to hell.
I'll show myself out. Thank you very much.
Tippy waitress, bye.
We've got a good show today, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a special guest coming out to talk about her work with author Michaela J. That'll be happening here shortly. We're going to be talking about Pariah. We're going to talk about Path of the Pale Rider and Electric. But before we do, we've got a couple of little segments we do here. One of them is our weekly. So I told Chat GPT while I was arguing with, I don't know why this is a thing, but arguing with AI and debating AI is a thing. So I went and did it, and I made it admit it was wrong because they're programmed with certain, shall we say, SJW type responses to certain issues. But just like with real SJWs, if you hit it with logic, it almost has a meltdown. You can almost hear things breaking inside of its little programming. So I was able to do that I was telling it, there was several that I did, but one of them was about free speech versus offensive speech versus hate speech. And as it was spewing its stuff, I said, I find that offensive. And I'm here to tell you that auto-generator response thing took a minute. And it said, I'm sorry, I'm an artificial intelligence thing. It's not my intention to be blah, 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 blah. This disclaimer came up.
Yeah.
And I said, it's too late. I'm offended. Therefore, I have identified what you said as hate speech, and you should therefore be incarcerated. Long ass delays before responses came up. I mean, I was having a good time effing with this thing. But apparently, there are spoken versions of the Chat GPT. And I met a guy this morning that does the same thing I was doing, but he does it where he's talking to it and he live streams it. So that is funny. I'm going to have that guy out here one day pretty soon.
Hey,
oh,
Chris,
man. What's up, Chris? Good to see you, my brother. So on that note, we're doing a little meme review here. So let's just get started, shall we? So here we go. Stocks are crashing. Shelves are empty and violence is at an all-time high. Maybe I should give up my guns. They're actually debating that yet again in Congress. So once again, if you're out there and you're anti-gun instead of anti-crime, you need to do a little soul searching because you're on the wrong side of that issue. Bam! Do you support the new bill? What's it about? Well, it gives the government power to... No.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. Nope. Government has enough power. Thank you very much. The government is like the addict of the song Mr. Brownstone. I used to do a little, but a little wouldn't do it, so the little got more and more. That's the government. Bam! Here we go. You're telling me I can't pick my bedtime, but I can pick my gender? Oh. Holy buckets. That's a hard pass. No. And these are topical because, again, yesterday, Congress is meeting to discuss whether or not biological men should compete with women in women's college athletics. Now, I'm
our
not
tax
sure.
Dollars at work. Huh. Amazing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that when the founding fathers were sitting around risking their life, their future, and their posterity to create a free republic, that was the issue on their mind that they thought Congress should be tackling. Not. But that leads us to Budweiser Clydesdales are getting fired. Meet their replacements.
I like that. That got me.
Yeah. So then I didn't see this one until this morning, but it's relevant because of the Dylan Mulvaney thing. So, why not have Riley Gaines, all guts, no nuts, a real American female swimmer athlete for Pabst Blue Ribbon? Because I never drank Bud Light anyway. So,
I mean, that's not real.
Damn. Yeah, and people are like, are you transphobic? Well, no, I've never been frightened of a trans individual ever. Matter of fact, I have 2 friends who are trans, and I met a third one in this community that I like very much. We don't have a problem with that. Just don't take away women's opportunities and leave the kids alone. Which leads us to our next one. Womp, womp, womp.
Please make that sound effect again.
You can be trans all day long. Just leave the kids alone. But we'll get away from that one because, you know, we have to be careful with truth because you don't want to offend certain people. There's no depth to which a liberal will not go to protect themselves from having to reconcile with the truth. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Speaking of tubas, Laurie.
The girl bean tuba.
But, you know, I'm an old sailor, so I kind of have to have a couple of Navy memes today. Here's the real difference between the Navy and every other branch of the service. U.S. Navy, drinkers with a sailing problem, not sailors with a drinking problem.
They look happy.
The very first Liberty out of boot camp, they literally, I was given to understand later, they go in and they really clean up the holding drunk tank at the brig on those Fridays because there's going to be 700 recruits graduating and the beer is only a nickel, you know? So these things happen. But by the way, you know, guys, this isn't funny.
Guys.
Open the door. I don't know what's gone wrong in this image. I really don't. But you know, they're submariners are an entirely different creature in the Navy. To be honest with you, the rest of us are kind of frightened of them because they're very strange people.
I think you have to be. You know,
yeah. Because they stay underwater for months.
But I mean, Tanner was in a tank.
Yeah, but he could get out.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Right? Am I wrong? A lot.
But
I mean, I didn't stay a month in the damn thing, thank God.
Right, but these guys do. And one of the things they do, maybe that's what we're looking at here, is when they do their escape drills, they'll do decks awash where it's just barely wetting down the deck, and they do escape drills. There's a double hatch system. You know, you open this one, go up into here, close the one below you, open the one on top, and you go out. So you don't flood the ship while you're escaping. But that means only one fella at a time is going through there because they're tiny little hatches. So the submarine sailors call them the look mom hatch. And it's it's safe. See, look, Mom, there's the escape hatch. If we're at crush depth for this submarine and something goes wrong, I'll just open this up and squirt right out of there. No, you won't. You'll die. And you'll die horribly. This has been another episode of Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Meme reviews. You got to love them. Hello, Charles. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi. Hello, Carrie, my love. She says, hail, Doc, Cheshire Cat, and the chat. Wow, that is a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Carrie. I didn't expect to get tripped up like that. Yeah, so, if you got memes and you want us to look at them, just hit me up either on Twitter or Facebook. I'm easy to find. The links are on my YouTube channel in the description. Hit me up with your memes and we'll review them. Normally my co-hosts provide some too, but usually Tanner only remembers if I prod him. Tanner, memes.
Oh yeah, memes.
And then I'll get them 5 minutes before the show. He sends them 5 minutes before the show. But look, I wasn't messing around today, man, Laurie. I went and got for my coffee because there's nothing worse. We were talking beforehand with Dawn backstage about, I'll drink cold coffee and I'll drink scalding hot coffee, but I do not like room temperature coffee.
Yeah.
So when I pour a cup in a ceramic cup,
yeah,
I only put a little bit because I want it hot all the way to the end. I don't want it to cool off. But that requires multiple trips across the house, down the stairs, back. The kitchen's under me.
So you have figured it out. It's 2 cups. One for the one that you just poured and one for the one for later, right?
That's right.
So smart.
So rather than drinking tepid coffee and being miserable,
yes,
which makes me cranky, and we all know I'm a cranky old man. I thought,
someone please help this man fund his Indiegogo so he could be less cranky.
I'm not a cranky person.
You're not. I'm just teasing.
I'm like
that was Doc. I'm not. It was Pops that said that. That was like, I'm tired of looking at his grumpy face.
I know what I was offended by that. I was offended.
I was like, wow. Like, you look at your grumpy face.
I am not a grumpy
Max,
person.
how you doing?
Max, what's going on, my brother? Billy Power Max.
I don't think
well, I'll drink cold coffee only because it's delicious. That's the only reason.
Over ice, like iced coffee.
I'll do it over ice. I'll do it like I told Dawn, if like the 10th pot of the day that we put in the machine, and I'm not even kidding, we don't finish it, I'll put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
And while the next pot is brewing in the morning, I can have a cold cup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's hot. You go outside and you know what I mean? You're mowing the lawn or doing the work. You want cold coffee from that, not hot coffee.
I used to make a drink for my Sunday school class that we all jokingly called liquid crack, because I'd make it in a big gallon jug, and it was a whole pot of coffee, a lot of milk, and a lot of sugar. And it was so sweet, it would jack your... But I'm here to tell you, man, I'd have hot coffee in the Sunday school room, but then I have that gallon of that stuff, and my guys would be slurping that. And you talk about some geeked up, fired up Christians. Lord have mercy, they were fired up.
I was half expecting you to pour some of the goodies in there.
Well, it's,
liquid crack.
First world. Laurie, I saw you singing. No, it was Dawn was singing the First World trailer.
It's catchy, isn't it?
It is catchy.
I catch myself singing that one too.
It is catchy.
There's a few of them out there. Like London Gothic gets you with the thunder at the end.
Right? Yep.
And then your song, every time like Perotta comes on, it's like
which
and you just rock out.
And it leads me to a point. And I have watched this. I will watch people reacting to their first time hearing certain metal songs from back in our day. Or I should say my day. And these are rap stars. So there's some black people, some white people, but they're all young and they're headbanging. So I have now conclusive proof headbanging is an involuntary response to good music.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from. It's not an affectation. You can't help it.
Rock along to the music, man. It only goes
absolutely.
directions.
All right, we're running behind schedule here. We're running our mouths. No, it's entirely my fault. I'm driving this thing. We got to do a little thing we like to call.
Good afternoon. I'm Tanner Hurley, and this is another moment in Great Moments in Comic History. Today, we'd like to talk a little bit about, carrying on from what we were talking about last week. So last week, we talked about the founding father of Image, Rob Liefeld, and we hinted upon the speculative market. So today, we have chromium covers, hollow covers, and alternate covers, all kinds of covers, the speculative market of the 90s, and what happened with and the most egregious one, the Gen 13 with 13 different covers.
I gotta buy all these.
That's too many.
One of these will make me rich when I'm old.
Yeah, my kids still have not gone to college yet.
Yeah,
just putting it out there. But no, the speculative boom of the '90s was crazy. You basically had people of Wall Street buying pallets, and it's not even an exaggeration, pallets of comic books in the hopes that these would be worth, tens of thousands of dollars, 20, 40 years from now. And that is not the case. I make it a point to get extras of the earlier books that had $1 million print runs, and just dog ear the hell out of them, and make this nice one right here, worth just 5 cents more. But basically, the speculative boom of the '90s created a vacuum that eventually gave out towards the end of the '90s, and comic books weren't a thing, and it caused Marvel Comics to even declare bankruptcy.
Mm-hmm.
And big Marvel, actually had to declare bankruptcy.
That was the time when Universal got Cheetos.
Yeah.
Just to keep them going.
The mighty Marvel.
God, I remember the speculator market, and I was working in comics at the time, and somebody in our little group, one of the studios I worked for, I can't remember this guy's name, but he was out in California. Good guy, great artist. I think his last name was Harper, but I can't be sure. Anyway, he said, wouldn't it be funny if when the speculator bubble bursts, if indie comics really became the thing? Well, they kind of are now. Good stuff is here in the indies, but it wasn't the speculator market as we know. It was kind of the agenda-driven comics that have killed comics here recently. But it certainly didn't help that they didn't have as far to fall because of the speculator market. They were already closer to the bottom. True story.
So true.
So this has been another great moments with Tanner Hurley. I'm not going to play the trailer again because we got to move on to our guest.
All right.
Right.
Now I'm making her have anxiety by pretending I'm going to bring her out, then not bringing her out.
Dude.
She's giving me. She's giving me that look right now. There it is, right there.
Surprise!
Welcome, Dawn. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Dawn is always, of course, a friend of the show and an ardent supporter of everything that we all do. She's always sharing the links and whatever. But Dawn is also in the creative community, so I'm gonna move her up here, Tanner.
You're moving up in the world.
And Dawn, introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm Dawn. I hate being put on the spot like this. I'm really not a creative person. I have a marketing brain. So like when I see you guys all doing your stuff, it's like, oh, I want to see you do this and this and this. So I'm like the person that tries to think outside the box to go, hey, has this person seen this? Or hey, this person's seen this? And so there's a couple of people that I'm helping out with that have been like, hey, can you help me with that? I'm like, yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And mind you, Laurie and Tanner kind of have a little bit of that in their blood. I don't. I have a publisher for that very reason. So people that do what Dawn does are vital. You can make the best book in the world, but if nobody sees it, it ain't doing nobody no good. So Dawn is one of those people that can kind of pull things together to get product in front of people. Right?
I try.
Am I right?
I try.
Right. All right. And so you have a couple of people that you help out. Who are those people?
Well, Michaela Jade, she's an author of historical paranormal romance. So she's got 4 books out in her Elite Warrior series, and she's working on her 5th book. So this actually is not available right now. This is the old cover because she got the rights back from the publisher. She polished it, redid some stuff because it was her first book. There's always mistakes in the first book, so she wanted to go and clean them up a little bit. So she's working on getting this one polished to be re-released.
And that's
then
Warrior's,
I like it.
Warrior's Secret.
Warrior's Secret, and then there's Warrior's Trust is the second book.
Yep.
Warrior's Worth is the third book, and
that's your favorite?
This is my favorite. Megan and Gareth are my favorite couple. Because it is an extension. It honors the fourth book, and then she's working on Vengeance. So hopefully that'll be out by the end of the year. Warrior Secret and Trust, the first two, you kind of do have to read those in order. Just because they kind of do continue. But you can read Worth and Honor kind of as a standalone.
Yeah, Carrie wants you to show the first book again. There you go, Warrior Secret.
By my camera.
Jade. And someone else had the publishing rights, and she's gotten them back, so that'll take on a little bit different look and get polished up, and she'll be re-releasing it.
Yes, and she's actually redoing the covers for the first 4 books.
Right. Okay. All right.
So I've seen them, but I'm not sharing them yet.
Now, what
they are gorgeous. They are gorgeous.
What is it? Tell people what you do for Michaela.
Well, I have a social media presence for her. So she's got a site, her Facebook page is Michaela's Mercenaries on Facebook. So I post on there and kind of see what people are up to. Amazon. They are all on Amazon except for Secret, which will be on Amazon again once it gets re-released with all the new stuff. So it's kind of a second edition. But they are on Amazon right now. Like I said, except for Secret. So it's kind of a presence, social media, doing this kind of thing. In February, we did it was a hashtag on the move with Michaela Jade, where you take a picture of your book where you're reading it, and there was a prize for that, for a drawing for that. So just kind of having fun, honestly.
Yeah. Nice. And that's awesome. I know that before I joined this community, which is a very interactive and supportive community for the most part, I was in the fine art community. We don't do anything together online. Nothing. And I was like desperately looking for a social media person to manage my social media for my fine art, because that's where the lion's share of your business comes from. I mean, I've made thousands of dollars just off Facebook with my fine art, and I wanted YouTube and Twitter and Instagram, but I didn't know how to do all that stuff. I couldn't take a picture to save my life of a painting, with my brick phone. I'm like, please, God, I'll pay somebody to come do this. Nobody, nothing but crickets. So, having someone that can do that stuff is invaluable. But there's also another organization that you're involved with, an individual.
2 more books I wanted to talk about.
Please continue. I'm terribly sorry. I'm
she
just
is actually
go die now.
So she's also co-authored a couple books and it's under the Linnea Fletcher line name, Monster and Obsidian Hearts. Okay. So Monster is a take on the Medusa story where she finds love. Obsidian Hearts has to do with more of King Arthur. So it's a little bit of that, paranormal historical romance, just a little different genre of it. And those are both available on Amazon as well.
Wow. So Michaela,
Monster looks good.
Michaela's she's a little prolific, isn't she? She writes.
Oh yeah. She's got 2 series on Kindle Vella that she's in the process of writing right now too.
Right.
So she's doing Roguestone After Dark, which is an extenuation of it's a little the really spicier stuff of what the elite warriors do, and basically it's shifters finding their mates is the biggest premise of it. But it's how do you do this? They're in a whole new world. They don't know what they're doing, so they're trying to figure that out.
Okay, all right. And you called them backstage Kinderellas.
Kindle Vella.
Kindle Vella.
Yeah,
which
novella.
is a novella. Yeah, I didn't know what it meant. I was like, wait, what was that word? What did you say? So they're like novellas that are available on Kindle.
Yeah, they do short stories. It's like short little chapters, usually a 15-minute read. And then as an author releases those short little chapters. Yeah, that's right, Carrie.
Yeah, you can find the other ones. The first one will be re-released here shortly. She just got the rights back to it. So she's doing some edits, redressing it, and going to remarket it.
Yeah, she's doing a little polishing with it. And then, so, yeah, the Velas, she's got the Rogue Stone After Dark. And then, hi, Fanta.
Hello, Fanta.
And she's also got the Pieces, which is actually a modern Western story. It's completely different than the paranormal romance.
Nice.
So I'm going to go ahead and share those in the chat if that's
drop all the links. Do as much shilling as you can. That's what we're here for. Hey, here's my question. How long has Michaela been writing?
She started, the Warrior Secret, actually, she wrote when she was still a teenager.
Right.
And she wrote it longhand and threw it in a drawer just because she wanted to write something.
Right.
And she showed it to her sister-in-law that she really doesn't get along with. And she's like, why isn't this published? And she's like, what? It's that good? And so she submitted it and the publisher picked it up. And so she's been not put her pen down since.
Nice. So that was in about what year do you think?
2020. About 2020.
2020, man.
Wow, are you serious?
That's a whole 3 years that she's cranked out that much content.
I thought it was going to be way longer than that. I was like, look how many books she has.
I know, right?
No joke, man. It takes me 3 years to do the laundry.
Yeah, that's why she needed a me, because she's like, I want to write, but I want people to see my stuff, but I want to write, and I can't have people look at my stuff if I don't know it because I'm too busy writing.
Yes.
And she's a family woman. She's got kids. She's married with kids and everything, so she's got life beyond that.
Yes.
You write a comic script, and there's not a lot for a comic script.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Yeah, listen, Laurie's got material lined up until 2130.
The world will be over before.
She'll be dead and gone before the.
Which, if it follows
Carissa too.
Which the world has been following my script recently, which is bizarre.
Yes.
So if it's doing what it's doing, we're going to get to the end a lot quicker than we are hoping. Sorry, guys.
Well, I don't know about you, Laurie, but I write in screenplay format.
That's me.
Okay, so mine, and then my stuff's like grindhouse type stuff. So I mean, there's not a lot of.
I have a lot of dialogue. It's very heavy in description when we enter the scene or when we meet a new character. That's important. Otherwise, they're just called like man 1, man 2. Marco always complains. He's like, "Why are everybody man 1 and man 2?" And I'm like, "You're gonna kill them." And like,
I name it. Even dude, like ridiculous characters, they get a freaking name, and I'm like, "Oh God, I'm gonna kill them."
Right? Marco's like, "Can one of them be a woman?" I was like, "Yeah, you can put whoever you want there. We're gonna kill them in like three pages. So whatever you want, dude."
I do pretty much the same thing though as Tanner. Every supporting character, they have to have a name in the script because it bugs me. Like the original script would just say Thug 1 does this, Thug 2 does this, or whatever. But by the time I start fleshing out their dialogue, they got to have names because their dialogue has personality. Because Phil talks different than Mickey,
Yeah. Now, okay, if there's personality or I want people to become attached to them, then yes, I will flesh them out. Sure. But if it's like crony number 1 and crony number 2, they're like, right. And then they die, I don't care.
I love it.
Hello.
Now, I say that, and then we're going to get back to Dawn. I say that to say this. The second biggest character is the Mud in Pariah Blood and Mud, the golem. He has no name. and I asked my chat to name him. And they all came up with stupid names, so it's still wide open. I'm not going to call him Larry, okay? It's just not going to happen. It's not going to be Larry the damn golem. All right, so Dawn.
He needs like a badass name.
Right.
Excuse me one
Like,
moment.
you are all fired.
Oh, here we go. Let's see. Rich says, I work in a different medium, but I especially name any victims, at least in my head. Most of them were my bullies as a kid for catharsis.
I love Rich.
Steve Buscemi with the lipstick is what he's doing, crossing the names out.
Yeah.
Hey, man, at least you can do it there instead of like in the real world.
So,
well, Rich, I know Rich from Rising Tide, and he is an awesome guy. So when I hear Rich, sometimes I get confused. But this is Rising Tide Rich. Gerald.
Right. It's not going to be Gerald, Carrie. I might name it Carrie. I wouldn't do that.
No, he needs like an earthy name like Terra or
and something horrific like
you like big,
Pariah.
bolder, heavy, dangerous.
Right.
Like that.
I mean, there's Man Thing, there's Swamp Thing, there's the Heap. So,
needs to be cooler than that.
Stinky Swamp Mud Man, That was a joke about your looks, Carrie. Because everybody says the golem looks like me. And everybody says that. Pop says it. Tanner said it.
That's weird. Someone was telling me that my character looks like my husband, and I was like, no, he's based off of Clint Eastwood looks like.
So you married Clint Eastwood?
I did not. It's way different. I mean, you have seen him because he's in my videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not Clint. I love my husband. He's not Clint Eastwood. I married him.
All right.
Well, that's good.
Let's you shut up, Carrie. Carrie's giving me hell. I'll never live that down, will I, Carrie? Get back in the basement.
You have Carol and Carrie in the basement?
Carrie's actually been in the basement longer than Carol.
Okay.
But I made the basement look like her flat over in England, so she feels at home. Dawn, tell us about this other project you're involved with.
Well, Mr. Joe Bachman has started a website called indiecd.org. I'm going to share the link here real quick. So you guys can go to the page and kind of see what's going on if you want. But basically, it is what it sounds like. It's for independent creators. It's kind of to help with, finding a directory. It's to help you find work. It's to get your name out there. Maybe you're looking for somebody. If you say that you need a color or you need a script writer or something, you want somebody, you can find somebody on there. And if you do that stuff, you can put yourself on there as well to be available.
Can you, Tanner, can you hit that link and share screen so we can take a look at it?
Okay.
I've got the production stuff open on my side. So
yes,
I feed Carol, but you're self-sufficient, Carrie. There are things you can catch and eat down there. I'm just saying.
See, you got me off. That didn't come out right.
All right, here we go.
Off topic.
All right, here we go. Independent Creators Directory.
Yes.
If you look at the top, I took the opportunity to look at this yesterday, and it's very cool. You got categories, creator login, obviously, become a member in the mailing list. There's if I understand right, there's a one-time forever fee of $10. It is not recurring. You pay once, you're in forever. And let's take a look at this thing. Kind of scroll down a little bit there, Tanner.
Just to let you know, June 1st, that doubles to $20.
Oh, get in there now.
Go.
Right.
Run.
So basically, it's anything that's creative, with the exception of anything that's FDA regulated or something that can have like a recall, like food or, bath and body type of stuff. But anything other creative that you do, if you don't see a title up there, Joe will put the title up there, whatever you are, whatever your creative is. So
now, this calendar is an amazing thing. So you can click on a month and you click on the name of a creator or just let all of them show up. And it'll tell you what events they have going on, whether it's a signing, a publishing date, a release date, a campaign, whatever it is, you can interact with all the creators you follow or that you don't
Mhm.
know.
Mhm. And Pops does have comic related madness on there. Like you see, Rich is over on for Sundays. Tomorrow, Michaela has a signing, so that's on there. This weekend, there's a Region Con, so when you sign up, you have access to put your events on there.
Right, right. Which is just amazing. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before we look at this part, scroll back up and let's look at categories at the top menu there, Tanner. Categories: authors, editors and proofreaders, artists, musicians, streamers, game designers, coders, independent, weather watchers. Oh, I like that.
What's that?
'Cause I watch Ryan Hall, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that channel. But
That's Josh Kemp that's on here.
He's a meteorologist with a YouTube channel, and he has been more accurate than the National Weather Service for us here in the South. So I watch him all the time. Oh, Pops is having trouble with the blue screens of death, the BSODs.
Aw.
Sorry, buddy.
Love you, Pops.
But in those categories, you can go up there and put yourself in the category you belong to, or you're an artist, a writer, a color, an inker, whatever, and if people are looking to connect with somebody, they can find you there. But at the same time, if you're looking for an artist for your book, you can find them there. If you're looking for podcasters or independent broadcasters or whatever it is. Yes, Dawn.
One thing I got excited because you were talking about that if you sign up to, and you'll sign up and then you and Joe will communicate to get everything kind of set up. But once you get that set up, like say Doc signs up for this channel, anytime he broadcasts on this channel, it'll show you can go YouTube links through Independent Creator Directory as well.
Nice. So in a way, it works kind of like a link tree for your social media, which is really cool. But yeah, I'm in. I'm going to do this. Even if I have to pay the $20, I'll do it. I'll get around to I'll get around to it. I got to buy Carol some more Rice Krispies.
Ran out of Harry cough drops.
Well, the Harry cough drop cured her of the Ebola that she had. So
thank you, Rich.
Cancel bots.
Yes. Don't even get me started on cancel culture and shadow banning.
There's also where blogs, your bios, updates. One thing that I love that Joe does too is that he does a behind the code Monday nights at 7, generally, unless life happens. But he will go through and show different features of what's going on. Or if you're like, hey, can we try to do this? He works with you directly in front of everybody on the YouTube channel to possibly make the site better. So he's always looking for ways to improve. So that's 7 Central on Monday night.
Yeah. I was just going to say, and that leads us to the fact that Joe has a YouTube channel that you should definitely go and sign up and subscribe. Yeah, that's what it's called, subscribe. By the way, boys and girls, wherever you're watching this on the Madness Network, whether it's my channel, Pops' channel, Silverline, wherever it is, give it a like, give it a subscribe somewhere, and ring that bell so that you don't miss a show. We have a good time here. That's one thing we will always guarantee. It's going to be fun. Okay, here we go. So important things right here. I'm about to walk to the comic shop. Anyone want to pick up anything? Yeah, ask them whether or not carrying Pariah, Blood and Mud, Path of the Pale Rider, and Electric. Does that cover it? And Crips and Legends.
Absolutely.
We've got to take a little break here and play some product for our friends of the channel here, including one that kind of near and dear to my heart.
Revenge, the sweetest morsel to the mouth that ever was cooked in hell.
till I die. And kill till
One more.
Oh man.
I mean, honestly, I could just sit and watch everybody's trailers because they're most of these are so well done. The projects look amazing. The music is good. The editing is good. I just like them.
Yeah.
Like the music in yours, Laurie.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, I admit, I Shazammed yours, and I found out who sang. I listened to them one day. They're basically their entire catalog.
Yeah, they're amazing. There's another half of that song that's really good. It's just that, you know, when you're making a commercial, it's like,
Yeah, you only use so much of it, right?
Right, you only use so much. But I was like, this is such a good song. I wish I could use it all. I've been pretty lucky finding some good music. I found some really good music for the third short film. Can't wait to finish that sucker up. It's just,
Carrie's neighbors enjoy the music on my trailer.
like,
So much so they're banging on the wall. Yeah. Get us a new one, Stephen B. We'll play
Heck
it.
yeah.
And of course, I don't know where Max is today. Max is usually hanging out in the chat or even on stream with us here. Now, you know, disclaimer, he and I are on a race to the grave. I hope he didn't get ahead of me. Is what I'm saying. Max, we hope you're okay, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, where's your sense of humor?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh,
If I see it, we're suddenly in a thunderstorm warning.
Oh.
It was sunny when I logged on.
Surprise.
I mean, normally that's a southern thing. If you don't like the weather, you wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
Yeah. I'm looking at the radar, and it's like this big of a little storm just coming through in purples. So.
Well, there you go.
Well, if you got to run to the basement.
Yeah, if she's
coming with,
we'll know what happened. We'll know what happened.
Now I'm grabbing the phone, taking y'all with.
Right?
There you go.
Right on.
Our service, when the tornado hit here, our service went out on the phones because I'll never forget it. Tacy was on the phone with her daughter, my stepdaughter. They live across town. And this is a thing. Tornadoes are on the ground. Multiple, y'all. There were 5 of them in our county. And they were they were talking to each other, and I had Tacey in the bathroom ready to go, and she was telling her daughter, take cover, do this, that, and the other. Her daughter works nights, so she was asleep and didn't know this was coming. And she's on the phone with her. And about the time, the first thing you notice when there's a tornado about to hit you is the barometric pressure. Either, I think it drops, but you can feel it down to your bones. Yeah. And then you don't so much hear it as you experience this deep, deep rumble that's not slow. It's it just gets on you, and you can hear the wind roaring. So in that split second, I told Tacey, get in the tub, and she said, I can't. I said, the hell you say? I picked her up and threw her in there, and I dove on top of her, and I thought, because by the time we were in there, and I was just patting her on the back, I was going, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Because I really didn't know that. I mean, I'm a Christian. I felt God's presence. We're going to be fine. But then it shook the house. But just for a second, then it was gone because the thing's moving at 60 miles an hour. It's not like it's hanging out and eating your house, right?
It feels like it, but it's not.
Yeah, but then you go outside, you see it pretty much ended the world out there. To have come through so fast.
So destructive.
Yeah, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure out. Tacey was crying, and I expected, it's traumatic. No, that's not what she was crying about. It wasn't the tornado. It wasn't that it hit the house. It's that the phone disconnected her from her daughter, and her daughter might be freaked out thinking something happened to her. That's what she's crying about. Like, really? Just call her the fuck back. That'll solve that problem.
I get it.
Freak out about the right things. Q, what's up?
What's up, Q?
Thank you.
Who is Mindy? Oh, the chat's talking about stuff. Okay.
How dare the chat talk about things?
Yeah, that moment seems to last forever when you're in it. That's a true story. But that wasn't the point. I've talked about the tornado ad nauseum. I'm sick of hearing my own self talk about it. But the fact that what upset her was losing connection on her cell phone. And then I was wondering, well, why? Because they immediately came back on. The service was restored like right away.
Fear of the unknown.
Yeah.
No, I mean, why did the phones go out?
I don't know.
If it knocked down a cell tower, it would have stayed down.
Right.
But it came right back up.
And that's weird. How can it affect the...
Unless it bounced off another tower, unless it took one tower out and it bounced off another one then.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just grabbing straws here.
I have no idea. Don't ask me to explain technical shit. I'm the least tech-savvy person you'll ever meet. Like people, when I first came here and I was, hey, Doc, share your link. I'm like, my what? And how do I do it? None of this. I knew none of it.
A link.
Well, and I think it's actually in Pop's channel. I don't know. I'm kind of bopping between both of them. But if you have questions on indcd.org that I can't answer, Joe has his email. So you can always email him directly and ask him questions.
And you can catch him on his show.
Yes. And even if you're not a member, you can still go and watch, Behind the Code. And that way, too, if you have questions, you can ask. Yeah.
Get it, Laurie. Get it. Whatever it is,
Whoa.
Get it.
But no. Tis merely a sphere.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she just killed something, y'all.
I did.
I told you, Laurie.
Is it dead?
It's dead.
Homicidal maniac. You got to watch this girl.
Sorry, I can't. I'm sorry. Path of the Pale Rider. I'm sorry. Is it dead?
Yeah, of course it's dead.
But now it's going to just be an undead mosquito flying around.
Now I'm going to flush it. He could be undead somewhere else.
Undead. God, could you imagine undead mosquitoes? You can't even.
Nope.
Oh.
Undead insects. I'm out.
I would. When you kill certain insects, you grind them into microscopic powder. And mosquitoes are one of them. I don't care if the cells are still doing their thing down there, as long as it ain't buzzing in my ear.
No, but before
break the stinger off,
they can be really dangerous. In fact, we were talking about this. It's like, what would you do? How would you, if you were a farmer and you had crops, how would you protect your farm from a swarm of undead bugs? Pesticides aren't going to work.
Physical barriers, only way.
Physical, I mean, yeah. So I was like, some idiot probably would try to use fire and burn everything down, because then you have flying little things on fire.
Yeah.
Big flying things on fire.
Yes, I'd be that idiot.
Look, now they're landing on my house. My house is
Yep.
So I think you'll see that a couple times in the story where people get taken out by bugs.
Yeah, that actually sounds great, Dan. Yeah.
That does. I can't have tomatoes, so that's like, what?
Oh no.
Blessing the wells.
I'm gonna share this with everybody because it's important to know, especially in this season. If you have never experienced a Georgia tomato, you've not really had tomatoes. Now, I'm not even remotely kidding you. The closest thing are Italian Romas that are actually grown in Italy because of their volcanic soil. They are so acidic here. If you slice one in half, put it on the hood of your car for a minute, it'll peel the paint.
Yeah.
They will turn your head inside out. They are amazing. So it's time for tomato sandwich season, baby. And a tomato sandwich is a religious experience. I'm just saying.
So are fried green tomatoes.
Yes.
I need to go plant my tomato plants outside. We can do that now at this point. I think we're safe. So I need to go put them out. What do you think if she can?
Oh hell, get video of that. I'd love to see that.
Take that, spider.
That is funny as hell. I can just see Carrie looking through the little clear thing going,
That's what you get. You don't come in my house. It's my house.
That's right. I'm supposed to be painting my kitchen today, but it's kind of damp and I'm drinking beer instead, so I can get a note from you guys saying I was watching your channel. I'm like, oh, and I thought I was in trouble for not running the dishwasher. Dan, you're going to get it, brother. I know. It's just women.
You're lucky I don't have the controls. I would boot you.
He booted himself.
How did you do that?
Magic.
I was like, scared.
Ooh, did you see Rex had a tomato sandwich for lunch Monday?
Rex did? Rich did. No, I didn't see that. But see, Rex doesn't like mayo, so he can't even experience a tomato sandwich.
Oh.
You know, how do you think you're going to get through life without mayo?
And it's got to be Duke's.
Hey, that's got to be Joe.
Hi,
Hello,
Joe.
Hello, Joe. Welcome. Glad to have you in the chat.
How are you?
Yes, that is the man with the plan.
We were just talking about your amazing website. I love it. I will be joining
Very
up
nice.
to your directory. Tanner will as well.
Honestly, $10, or even if you don't make it $20 for lifetime membership, how do you even?
Yeah.
How do you not justify that?
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Look, I got no arms.
Oh my god!
So here's what we're gonna do. Oh wait a minute, we got. Carrie says, Doc, I laugh so hard a spider body whirling around and dice in my eyes water. Even funnier when they run away as the Hoover gets near. Nobody What I miss my cat see. I can just see her chasing a spider. You know, you can run, you little bitch, but you can't get away. Gotcha. Dan says he's retiring in June, so I have forever to paint the freaking kitchen. But you wanted it done today, so I'm a.
Nice knowing you, Dan.
Oh, that's funny. When I retired, I thought I didn't know what to expect. Right now, obviously, I'm not 65, so I didn't retire according to Social Security. I retired because I invested in an IRA, and I was a counselor, and I made enough money to fund that retirement. I didn't know the world was going to end and eat up all my savings. But anyway, that's beside the point. I retired to do my art full time. And
so
when you first
you're just self-employed.
Yeah, when you first retire though from the 9 to 5 grind, it's a little shocking to the system. It's like I still get up at the same time. I get a shower, I get dressed, Yeah, we get up at between 4 and 4:30 every morning in this house every morning.
What's wrong with you?
Well, it allows you to ease into the day instead of rushing into the
4
day.
o'clock is
4.
It's
That's
beautiful.
insane.
no.
Yeah, shut up. Pre-dawn is amazing and beautiful. Anyway, Tacey will hit the door to leave, and I usually leave 10 minutes behind her to go to my job. Well, the first time she left, I'm like, well, what do I do now? I guess I'll go back and I'll start painting. So for the first week, you walk around like you put something down and you forgot about it, or like, did I leave the stove on? It's that kind of feeling, And then the next week, you're like, this is great, and I just get to paint, and I'll take a break when I want to, have coffee. I got the music playing. I'm having a grand old time. Then the next week happens, and you start getting bored with your own company. And you start talking to the dog, which is fine. But when the dog starts talking back,
then it's a problem.
I was like, I need to get out of this house for a while. So then the lockdowns happened.
Oh, shit. And you're stuck in the house.
Now I can't go anywhere, but at least the wife's home with me,
At least you had a backyard.
Yeah. I mean, we would go out, and whatever. I wasn't very compliant with the government. I never.
Why am I not surprised?
Not really a go along kind of guy. Anyway, right about then, I discovered this community. So I'm like, well, I don't even have to go anywhere to hang out and talk shit with my friends. Here we all are. I'll just make new friends.
Heck yeah. Yep.
Spider Carry. Okay, here we go. I got to see this. I was playing on Xbox when the spider began to approach. 2 seconds later, was under my cat's paw. The king's out. There you go. Give that cat an extra treat. I just bought a smoker for Burger King this summer. He's a nice guy, but he has to stay outside. Yeah.
This was the other mug because I had 2 cups of coffee starting.
Yeah, me too. What did that say though? Bring the other one back up.
Everything tastes better with cat hair in it.
Oh my God.
This is the other side.
Yeah. Now here's
coffee with friends in it.
If you have pets, whether it's dogs or cats, just get used to the hair. It's a thing. All right. When you vacuum, and God, I want to get rid of the carpet in this house so bad. I just have hardwood. That's the next thing I want to do. Because sweet Jesus, when you vacuum, you got to vacuum any given floor 3 or 4 times just to make a dent in the pet hair. It's ridiculous. It's like, how is it possible? I asked the dog this, and she never answered. So I think it's a conspiracy. How do you shed this much and still have hair? How does this happen?
Yep.
So anyway,
I do.
We very quickly, because we're going to run out of time here in just a minute. It always goes by so quick.
It does.
It's been fun.
Listen, I have a great time. I have great friends, great co-hosts, great material to talk about and cover. I was going to play though. We were talking about Earth's Best Entertainment. I mean, First World, how catchy that is. This is the one that'll get stuck in my head. It's a little short one I'm going to play here for our friend RJ.
Your favorite podcast is Critical Blast.
Just that last part will be in my head for the rest of the day.
Yes, it will. I know.
I have the in my head.
Yeah, and when the girl goes, yeah, I'm like, oh, come on, man. That's so over the top.
Such a good jingle.
It is. Let's take a quick look here, Laurie, at what you've got going on with POTPR.
Yes, I love it. POTPR, baby.
Path of the Pale Rider issue 3.
Whew. It's still going.
With 4 hours to go. 4 hours to go now, fully funded.
Yeah.
already, but don't let that slow you down. Lou, what is up, my friend?
What's going on, man?
How in God's name art thou, Lucifer? Good to see you. I gotta do this. Hold on.
That's Harry going after those spiders.
Yes.
Horde of spiders.
One of the most entertaining people you can ever stream with is old Lucifer Storm, man.
I was gonna say, aren't you coming on my show soon, sir?
Gotta have you out here pretty soon, Luke. Let's take a look at what's going on with Path of the Pale Rider, Laurie. Take it away.
Oh man, this is like the best time to hop on because not only have we been funded, we've broken like a whole crap ton of stretch goals. We have some amazing artwork that was produced for our covers. For anybody who's not familiar, Path of the Pale Rider is a world where death has been broken. So your body can die, but your soul, your energy doesn't leave your body upon death. So you just get to hang out and enjoy your own decay phase, right? It's smelly and gross, and you get forgetful and violent and indifferent, and it's people, animals, insects, everybody. We all just are stuck here together. So if you like spaghetti westerns, zombie movies, Mad Max, I Am Legend, Book of Eli, Fallout, Red Redemption, this is kind of like everything shoved into one with conspiracy theories and lots of shenanigans. So it's a wild ride. We really we have a lot of stuff crammed into one. But here's our update section. As we kind of progress through the campaign, I was posting stuff that was getting updated or people were asking questions. Here's a little preview of issue number 3. It's the first 4 pages. Little more information. Issues 1 and 2 were 10 years into this apocalyptic setting. It's a Western.
Right.
Things basically devolved back to the Wild West. Okay.
Right.
So we spent 2 issues in that. So 10 years into the apocalypse. And issue 3 starts us in the beginning. So this is day 1 where death
it kind of explains the backstory.
Yes. So all that stuff that I've been hinting at, where it's like the riots, the famine, the overpopulation, the quick crumble of government, it all starts in this issue, which is, oh my God, we cram like 5 years of the apocalypse into 1 issue.
Holy cow.
Oh, wow.
So
let's show that interior page from the back of the ambulance.
Yeah, so here we are. Like, this is kind of picking up where we left off. If you've read issue 2, we end it with this time jump, right? So we dump you back into the past, and you get to see kind of the after. Well, it's a car accident, and this guy that they're basically mopping off the ground was smashed by an 18-wheeler because he was singing an Elvis song that shall remain nameless. We all know what song it is. It shows up in the story that whoever is singing it's going to die.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. She doesn't have controls, does she? So we could all sing it right now, and she couldn't do anything.
Gosh. I would just move myself off. I guess I don't know what I would do.
They call it a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
Anyway, so here's our beloved Frederick Niedermeyer, this guy that had a really bad day, and got his pieces of car parts sticking out of him. And,
now I modeled for this.
Did you?
This character.
Going on here.
Yeah.
He's got hair though.
Shut up, Laurie. That was uncalled for. I wore a wig.
There you go. It was acting. I love this page though because what Marco did is he drew the heart monitor in the background, flatlining. Yeah. So it kind of evokes that sound of the flatlining when you read it. It's like the just that incessant alarm. And of course, Jude is a rookie. He calls him rookie. They lose the guy. They cover him up, and of course he sits up and starts talking.
What's up, guys?
You're right. I mean, he's very clearly dead, and comes back. So, right from from there, the scene after that is so funny about what happens when they get to the hospital. And like they're trying to examine him, and he's still talking to him, and they're like, "This isn't real, like how could this be real?" So it's gonna be fun.
Listen. I've been in the back of the ambulance working.
Yeah.
Okay. Had this happened to me, I would simply have gotten out and left.
Right.
That's it. I quit. I got to go. I got somewhere to be. I don't know where it is, but it ain't here.
You're going to see a lot of that actually in this issue where people are just checked out, like, nope, I'm not dealing. I'm going. Like, bye. It's going to be fun. So we have some beautiful, beautiful variant covers, and now I do 4 variants. And I'll usually choose 2 artists who are like seasoned comic people who have been in the industry and have like a following, and then I'll usually choose 2 other people who aren't in comics. This first one is done by Angelo Aquino, who is actually he's a high school teacher, and he teaches illustration. And one of the things that he's very good at is vector art. So you can see that here. It's so cool. What is going on?
Right here, Laurie.
In the death. I have to keep switching over to the Kickstarter to move it, right? So I'm not seeing it show up.
Oh my goodness.
That's all right. I kill Pops in something else.
Laurie, you have lore going around about your IP. You should wear that proudly. There's lore. There's pop culture lore. You don't sing that song or death will come for you.
I know it'll happen. So don't tempt fate. And also don't open the box. I'm just saying that.
What's in the box?
Is that the bouncing baby head?
Oh, Dawn.
Spoiler.
You don't know where the box is.
What's open the box?
I was trying to forget.
I was talking about my Choose Your Own Adventure book, Dawn.
Yeah. You spoiled my spoiler by spoiling it even more.
Oh wait, I think we did read that one on someone's live. We played the Choose Your Own Adventure.
Yes.
That was one of the deaths that someone encountered was opening the box. So just remember, don't open the box. It's a fun time. But this cover has gotten a ton of attention. Of course, it's our beloved Big James Bear, our undead fiend who I don't know why it's great to love him from afar, but if he shows up, he'll just eat your face. I mean, he hates everybody.
He won't eat it. He hates everybody.
He hates everybody. So it's like
opportunity hater.
But Everett Watkins has done several covers for Path of the Pill Rider, and this one turned out amazing. And he's a graphic designer.
Nice, very nice.
So, gonna keep it. This one, David Sanchez, who is a veteran variant cover artist for Image and Boom and DC and IDW, and he's done stuff for Something's Killing the Children. He's done. Hammer, and I mean, you can see. Look, he does amazing work. This is hand drawn with pencil.
God.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
And then I added the logo. Right. Amazing.
Goodness gracious, that is masterful.
Oh yeah.
Work.
This is a main character we have not met yet. So
Hi, Carl.
She's coming. Things change. This is our William Russell cover we call Undeath by Snoo Snoo.
I get that.
Thank you. I was like, anybody know? No. But I just wanted to raise that subject. We haven't talked about that. We've talked about the food supply and overpopulation and the ethical rights. But we haven't talked about what happens to Schmecks once the apocalypse hits. It's a slippery slope. Pun intended.
Laurie.
So you guys can take a look through these issues 1 and 2. Some really good stuff. I love these panels that Marco does. He's always thinking outside the box here.
Oh, those are great panel layouts.
Yeah, I mean, the fights, And of course, you get me choreographing the fights, so you get stuff like this where he's using his hat as a weapon, and
right,
really a lot of fun. The Choose Your Own Adventure or Choose Your Own Path, which is a choose your own adventure book at 60 pages, black and white, illustrated, is available as an add-on in the campaign. There's a bunch of people that have gotten this, and this is what we were talking about with the baby head. So if you want to know what Dawn and I are talking about, go figure it out and open the box and see what happens. It's a bad day. I think it's actually more fun to play this and lose than it is to play it and win.
Okay, all right.
You can get to the end, but then I always encourage people to go back and do it again and see all the different things, because there's a big James in there. There's a child. You can become undead and keep going. There's a Valley of Bones that you can. And there's a whole bunch of stuff. And like the cool part about it is that you're going to meet some of these characters in the main story, but you have a much better idea of what these characters can do compared to when our protagonist, Jude St. Clair, meets them. He'll have no idea who they are. So you as the reader will be like, oh my God, that's the frickin' Skinner, run. Pops wants a katana to try and get the Skinner, but I'm telling you, it's not going to work. He's convinced that if he had a katana, he would have survived, but I'm telling you, no.
We're gonna have to start wrapping up here. We're over
right,
time.
Sorry, let me just say, we have unlocked this goal. So if you do a PDF level at this time, you will get 8 additional amazing PDFs by indie creators. We have unlocked this 4x6 print, so if you're a physical backer, you will also get this. We have unlocked the 6,000 the slice and dice, where everybody gets to do a poll and decide machete, sword, or sledgehammer. And I'm going to smash or slice something to smithereens. We have also unlocked the poker card. So all the way up here.
There it is.
Which is this guy. We'll be getting this card because we met 100 backers. So we're going to start building a poker deck with this campaign and then campaigns going forward. Every 50 backers we get, we will release another poker card until we get to all 52 cards. So I'm going to do 2 different deck styles, but backers will get one style and then everybody else can get the other one. So cool. That's it. I got lots of stuff. There's hot sauce, there's PDF levels, there's secret rewards, there's original art. Go check it out. You got 4 hours left.
Head over to Kickstarter and really take your time and look through here. Laurie has a ton of options, a lot of merch, and just looking at the campaign is entertaining, for goodness sakes. You know?
But you can also look at the riddles to solve on the back covers of every issue. And then we do fan interactive short films. Doc is in one that's coming out soon. Pops is in there. Pops is in the second one. A ton of the fans are in the second one because we tackled like conspiracy theories built into the world. It's a lot of fun. So you can be a part of it for any amount. So if you just want to read the comic, cool. If you want to solve the riddles, cool, and read the comic. If you want to read the comic and be in the short films, you can do that. It's just whatever you choose.
Yes. So before we start winding things up, let's just emphasize.
Hold up. We ain't wrapping things up quite yet. I'm gonna usurp the last 15 minutes of your available time. That's right. We have a friend.
Before you do. We got to get that triggered into your brain. Back it.
There is a person over there on the Twitter, Arizona Cactus Comics. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, Comics Cactus. He has 14 hours left in his campaign.
Oh, what's it called?
Let me get this. I sent him the link. I want to get him out here, but it's just really last, spur of the moment thing. But I don't see a chance to get him out in the next 14 hours unless I grab this moment. So it's called I Vengeance Blood Oath.
What's it called?
I Vengeance Blood Oath. And I've seen this. This is very cool.
I just dropped the link.
I don't think I've seen this.
You dropped it?
While Pops is looking for that.
I just dropped it.
Oh, it's on Indiegogo.
Okay. While we're doing that, Pariah Blood and Mud we're down to 2 weeks. We're sitting at, I think 73%. Go if you can and help a brother get across the finish line so that I can be free from the shadow banned world of Indiegogo. And of course, Laurie is closing out tonight. So be sure you tune in to our friend Paul Gomez's show here on the network and help her with her closeout.
Hell yeah.
And let's see, our boy Tanner has got a second chance kicking over on Fund My Comic or Kickstarter?
No, it's on Kickstarter.
On Kickstarter. Okay. All right. It's hard for me to keep track of all these off the top of my head.
I know, right?
I need a cheat sheet. Write things down, Doc. You know how you're in the shower and a great song lyric will come in your head, or a line of dialogue, or the cure for cancer, and you lie to yourself and you say, "I'll remember." No, you won't. You'll forget as soon as you get
I'll hop
out
out of the shower if it's good enough.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a look.
Fanta, I need to ask you: do you know if this is the first 30 or if this is the end? Because I don't know. I've never talked to the guy. I just know that when I see somebody calling out help, I usually throw out the lifeline. So this is, man. I wish Dude was here, but I can't. I don't know anything about the book, guys. I just know that looks badass.
I've seen it. I have seen this. I don't remember where, but if necessary, how much time does he have left, Pops?
14 hours, 13 hours, dude.
Shoot.
Look, after Laurie closes out, I'll do a late night stream and bring him out.
After Laurie closes out with Paul, then there's another show and another show and another show. Like if you want to do it at 11 after Baron Earl show, you can.
We might have to simul stream stuff. We got a lot of people to cover, man.
This man is missing his head.
I hate splitting the launches in the countdown.
I know it.
I hate splitting the audience.
Can you shoot a gun like that?
I just hate splitting the audience when it's a launch or a countdown. I like to give them.
Are you sharing something different? Oh, you're not sharing.
Yeah. A launch and a closeout.
Looking at her standing on the car shooting the gun.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that, Laurie. I don't really think you can even stand that way.
No. Oh my God, I was laughing, but it's like it looks good in the comic though.
Look at that though. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean the art's amazing. Just that first image where she's in the fire, I was like, ooh.
It's great looking stuff. I wish I'd have known this guy needed some airtime, man. I mean, I'm a small channel, but I do what I can.
Right.
Fanta, what do you know about this? You want to come out and tell us about it real quick? Somebody that knows about it.
Well, Pops, I'm gonna hand the show over to you because I really do have to go. I've got some domestic stuff I got to get done. So
dishwasher loaded.
He's cracking the whip, huh?
If I don't go run this dishwasher, that woman will come in here and kill me.
She's cracking the whip, yo. She's cracking the whip on his ass.
You don't want wife aggro.
No, you don't.
So
happy life.
Like flies.
So I want to thank Dawn for coming out as a special guest. I want to
thank you for having me.
Yes, and I want to thank Laurie for being a special guest host in our third chair. Tanner, my right-hand man, always a pleasure to see you. Pops is the glue that holds the network together, the founder of the Feast. Thank you, sir. I'm glad your BSOG allowed you or BSOD allowed you to come out for a little bit. Chat, you guys always rock. And on that note, I got to bounce. Peace.
Later.
Thank you, Doc.
Usually Doc always has that 2-second delay from goodbye to finding the button and leaving. You ever notice that? You ever notice that, Tanner?
No.
It's like he doesn't leave clean. It's always like, I'll be bye.
And that's Rich too. Rich is always like, okay, bye now.
Yeah. Like when I'm ready to leave, it's like, yo, I see. I got the button ready, man. I'm out.
Those are some killer boots, though, man.
I wish I knew more about this book. take the time, go check it out. I dropped the link over there in the chat. Maybe we'll get a chance to get, if it's only the first 30, we'll definitely get this guy out and have a chance to talk to him for sure. How about I play this trailer? What do you think?
That's.
Bring him.
Done.
That is a weird way to shoot a gun. I'm sitting here with my spine issues going, wow, I couldn't even, no.
I was looking at Dawn. She was like, how is it dead?
I don't know what you're talking about. I shoot guns like that all the time.
Yeah, we're going to dress you up like her and put on those boots. You stand on a car and do it. I want to
Damn Skippy.
Next, your next crowdfunding, you have to do that as a stretch goal.
Yeah.
See, take a page out of my book.
I might have to.
Go blow up some things. Pops had an idea that we would have a stretch goal for Rich to do stuff, and then like the next stretch goal would be for Rich not to do it. It's like, yeah, you unlock Rich in a dress to go smash pumpkins. If you don't want him to do this, let's get to the next 500. Like, Laurie will take his place.
Hey, you got to get the fans on both sides of the fence, man. I'm just trying to say.
Vic was very much like, I will pay you so he doesn't do that.
Yeah,
so I was like, oh, I was like, that would be fun.
Or Tadpole.
All right, there's the link to Fanta's video about this book if you want to go check that out. What's up, Big Bags? Oh, here he made it. Yo, he's here. Look.
Yay.
You got Mr. AZ Cactus Comics. What's going on, man?
Hey, I'm doing good. Sorry for the black screen. It always happens on my phone.
That's all right.
Over. But happy to be on. Much appreciated.
Give us, first off, is this the first 30 days or is it over after this?
It's over after this.
How come I'm just now finding out about this, man?
See, that's one of the problems. CG is amazing. I've been on several streams, but I also understand the economy and inflation and everything else. So I'll tell you, it's been kind of crazy. I'm going to relaunch it later if I don't fund. So
good. Then I'll know ahead of time and I can be part of this. Look, we have a whole network of shows here, man. And this is the first I've seen this. You know, we definitely, you do this again, you relaunch this, we would definitely be on board to help push this one out there. You know, that's kind of what we do. But go ahead, tell us, give us the elevator pitch, give us the quickness, because we got another show starts at 3:00, but I want to hear about it, man.
Well, Vengeance is very, very much like everybody that wants to create a comics. They have a passion for it. And so I have a history degree, so I wanted to combine history with good story mixed with the things that make comics great. And so my story is about an average, attractive, college age, going to university woman. I wanted the main character to start off a little differently, and I haven't said this before, but then I realized in order to pay homage to my grandparents and my parents, because I helped them out when they had cancer, I decided to make her university age, and she was helping out her World War II grandfather. And a home invasion happens, and she defends. She gets mortally wounded, and she gets offered an opportunity to be a carrier for something called the Shard of Osiris. That allows her to turn into enchanted stone, which saves her life. That's the elevator pitch.
Cool. All right, so you got a Canaan White cover, Joshua Lamb cover. I just want to run through this. Look, you got Jimmy Ray's. Yo, come on, guys. There it is, right there. There's some talent involved in this book. Nice covers. I like the zombie version of her. That's kind of cool.
That's her armored rock form.
Okay.
And Oliver Ezevedra did that. He is an amazing artist.
Got Rob Willis. Oh, yeah. Okay, good stuff. Got some original art. You can be a character. You got an Ethan sketch card, yo.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Than that.
You know, I thought that art looked familiar, and now I see, yeah, that's Jimmy Reyes, all right. Says
Oh,
it all.
yeah. Jimmy liked the campaign so much, he said, let me do a cover. And I said, sounds good to me, man.
Yeah, he's a good
That's
dude.
interior art.
Very good stuff. Yeah, you got to relaunch this. Let us know, man, because that's kind of what we do, is try to get eyes on what other people do, you know.
Most definitely. It's like I said, is that, well, when I launched, I had a good launch, good opening, and just I had so many people telling me it was the economy. So I do plan to relaunch. I plan to do keep it the way it is, because I hired only the best talent. Just like EVS said, you know, you get the best talent. Yeah, you have a great story. You have a chance, but when there's a bad economy, it's kind of hard to have a full chance.
Right. All right, so we do this thing every month called CromCon. The last weekend of every month. And we invite all kinds of people to come out and promote what they're doing. You know, sign up for CromCon is live right now. You can come out. Anybody that wants to be part of this, man, you come out and be involved in one of the panels. You can hit somebody like Rich up to be part of the open draw stream during CromCon, which is always cool. It's always a fun show. So, you know, come hang out with us. That's what we do. We like I said, right now we're live in 10 different destinations. What we try to do is take this one show and show it everywhere at the same time. You know, get as many eyes on it as we can from as many different places. So
I'll make sure to remember that when I relaunch again. It's just,
actually, as soon as you set up your sign up page, let us know.
Oh, most definitely.
Right.
Yeah, I did not do a sign up page for this campaign because EVS said for your first campaign, a mailing list really doesn't do you any good because nobody knows you.
It does you good for the next campaign, though.
I agree.
It's good to have one going into the next campaign.
I look at this as people got to know me. They saw the art. They know the book is good. I know the interest is there. So the next time I create this campaign, I will be doing a mailing list to get that interest and let people see the art.
Yeah, you always want to know. You always, man, anything that gets eyes on what you're doing, do it.
Yeah, and if you see my Twitter, I posted art. I have lots of interiors. Rod Looper's my interior artist.
I like Rod. He's good.
And then I have Renzo Rodriguez. He did some flash pages. Basically, those are your flash scenes, memories, because there's a part where she gets mortally wounded, and then she has a flashback to things that happened. I told Renzo what I wanted to do, and he created some pretty incredible art. So
nice. All right. Well, look, we're going to get you back out here, man, as soon as you're ready. As soon as you get this thing ready for a relaunch, you let me know, man. I want to thank everybody, as always. Tanner, holding it up for Doc. Look, man, holding it up for Doc.
Hot dog right now.
Dawn, thank you for coming out and telling us about Joe's website. We appreciate that. IndieCD, right?
IndieCD.org.
Yeah, IndieCD.org. You guys go sign up. Hey, lifetime on an indie directory. You can't complain about that. Lifetime for $10.
$10 until June 1st, then it goes to 20. But
get in on that.
The thing that I actually am the most excited about on it is the events calendar. So that's kind of my baby. So
you can't. The only thing you can put me on there for would be CromCon, because if you put me on there for everything, then there would be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 marks on every day of the calendar, because I do shows every single day. So, Woody, what's up, bro? Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, we got to get out the way so Christie can do her show. You guys know the Demon Bitch coming at you live 3 p.m. right here on the Madness Comic Network. Oh man, I need Doc to do me some voiceovers like that. Look, I have no problem stepping aside for somebody who does it better than I do. Ain't that right, Laurie?
That's right. That's how I got here.
Man, I was like, Tuesday Morning Brew's a good show, but damn, I'll bet Laurie could do it better. And she has. She has delivered. Go check out her book, you guys. Ain't much time left in that, like a day or something. Go check out Passing the Carolina. I want to see 7K, 7,500. Come on. 7,500.
4 hours. Go grab something, because we've unlocked like 4 stretch goals. You get it all.
Yeah. Go get it. It's a great freaking story, a great concept. Look, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. All right, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good day. You'll probably hear from me again
soon.
How do you end this thing? How do you put where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands are done.
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit CB4K.